Hey everybody, one of Wisdom here. It is Saturday, early Saturday morning, April 21st. Finally getting a chance to record again. Figured I'd come in. Warnado camo wham shell. They have all hit the U.S. just within the last 2-3 days. They've kind of gone more widespread. I was able to pick them up, not literally, but online through Amazon pre-order. That way get them for $8.99. No clue when they're gonna ship, but should I see them locally, I'll pick them up. In the meantime, what I wanted to do, currently still working on getting all the Skylanders leveled up to a point I'm comfortable with. I'd really like to get the last 3 in that I just mentioned, just in case some of their heroic challenges are going to be ridiculous when you're upgraded, kind of like you see with Double Trouble's challenge or something like that. And of course, Drobots for a select few like Ghost Roaster when he's upgraded. But in the meantime, I'm basically going through doing some heroics with these Skylanders. There's some that upgraded. I mean, you can just breeze through Double Troubles and Drobots with no issue. Then there's others, Boomer and Eruptor. Once you've done like their first upgrade, it makes the challenge, a royal pain if you didn't do it already. Anyway, I won't focus too much on that, but I want to do the time trial goals. If you recall, we have done everything we need for the 100% completion and the accolades, but it just doesn't seem right, having these last 4 chapters and not really completing them with the 3 stars, even though it technically doesn't count. That's one of those things that would just bother me, for whatever reason. But that said, we're going to come in here, Empire of Ice. Same strategy as usual, just use Stealth Elf, only kill what we have to. The issue here, which I just thought of right before hitting record, is it's going to be slippery. So I'm not sure how that's going to impact the way Stealth Elf maneuvers. Primarily I've been slam bam when I've played this, every time. We'll skip all the cutscenes, and I'll just kind of try to remember what to do. There's no real clue how that'll work. Of course, you want to avoid the combos as much as possible. I don't know if this is a boss gate or not. May not be. Okay, well, it was. And, okay, so you just have to kill those, whatever they're called. Frozen Fiends, I think. That's what it is. Sounds like the audio is kind of going to be an issue. And we will have to take care of him, which for Stealth Elf is a walk in the park. I think this part we've got like 3 or so of those guys up top guarding the key. Yeah, there they are. There's also Cactus you might run into. Okay. I didn't really want to deal with that guy. You know what? I think we can just leave with the key. That'll save time. I really don't know. I've not gotten to spend a lot of time with the comments, but I remember one segment. Skylanders of the undead. Trying to think what it was. It was a similar situation to this, as far as like time goals and everything. And I had somebody tell me in a comment that they actually like timed my video. Might have been like Quicksilver Vault, now that I think of it. And they said something to the effect that the locks actually didn't seem to count towards my time. Again, I'm not sure, what the issue will be here, but that's just something to keep in mind, because I'm not sure if the wall will count or not. Clearly for this gate, that's all you have to do. The 3rd piece, I think, is in this maze, which, if we can get to the teleporter. Okay, trying. Okay, I remember now. I think back here is the switch, and then the catapult piece, I think, is in like part 2 of this maze. If I remember right, there's like a hat, soul gem, treasure chest, all that kind of stuff on the other sides of both of these sections. And of course, that undead elemental gate when you first come in. Okay, and you've got to hit this switch. Okay. Oh, jeez. Guess I'd rather get hit by the cactus. And I still don't know what happens if you fall in. I'm gonna have to do that coming up, just to kind of see what does happen. Oh yeah, we want to go this way. The other way was, I think, a treasure chest. So now this is where you could run into some problems, just because you've got to rely on the artillery to break these for you. I don't know if Terrafin can burrow under them, or like Prism Break can break them or something. I've not actually tried. Ooh, okay. I was torn between getting the money or not. I didn't make my mind up anything else. Other issue I've got, like some of these monster gates, I'm not sure what all you have to eliminate. Okay, so apparently we have to get more. Okay, just that guy, I guess. I think the last piece is somewhere up here, and the trick, we're on snow now, so it's not slippery, but it transitions to ice. And there's, I remember the first time through, I think I was Drobot in this area, and we fell off. It was not good. Just like I nearly did there. That's why I went into the cactus. That was actually intentional. And now I think we can just backtrack. Note that this is snow, you know, I mean, you can just like whip through it. And this should be the wall, if we can get the cutscene to go. Okay. So, we're at the 7-minute mark. I kind of yacked for probably like 2 minutes or so at the start. So I think we should do this unless this wall part does count. Having replayed this, you know, I think the first time I couldn't figure it out, but the sidebar, of course, is the health of the wall. And then they throw the Cyclopses, of course, they do their typical stuff with the, you know, barrels. They throw cake, watermelon, those little X's that I, you know, just assumed was like some sort of artillery shell or something they were sending at us. Those actually multiply your shots. You know, they do like 2 or 4. And the other cool thing I noticed is that they shoot Cyclopses out of the wall when you like take down sections of it. There comes one now, conveniently. But just thought that was kind of cool. I'll let this one. You actually hear it thud, I guess, if you stay there. Okay. I don't know what that said, X something, but as you can see, I shot 6 fireballs, so I guess it was X3. But main thing on this, you know, if you look at these each as blocks, you basically, you know, take one out in the middle, and that's where your fireballs go. Basically 1 and 3 is what you hit. And then, you know, if you want to do 2 and 4, you take that out. And I think once you honestly take out that window, which we just did, that's where the barrels come from, which, again, that was great timing. And then I don't really think you face anything threat-wise. It's just predominantly getting the wall down at that point. I almost didn't see that barrel. So that should do that. But I mean, like right now, at this point, you really don't have anything even coming at you to worry about. It'd kind of be cool if they would have had a few more Cyclopses or something, you know, that you kind of had to dodge or something. And then you basically, just get your timing right with the A button, and just basically blast this last section. I don't think you have to do the whole thing. It's like a certain point of it, and you'll get credited for blowing the wall up. So we should get it. Yeah, there we go. Pretty sure we got it. Even if the wall counts, I think we still beat it pretty easily. So now we'll skip the cutscene with Haldor. As you can see, that one's really not too bad. Just have a speed character. Really you could probably do it with just about anyone that's in the 90s, even if they don't kind of have a speed move or something. But clearing under 1010 was a goal. I think I forgot to show that. But like I said, pretty easy, even with the wall, as long as you don't just like screw up in the little battlefield area. I think this one will be pretty easy to get done. So that said, I guess next up will be Chapter 24, Pirate Seas. Haven't played that one in a while, but we'll go in and kind of see what we can do. So again, I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. There's a chance I may splice it in. We're not even to the 15-minute mark yet, but anyway, this was Chapter 23, Empire of Ice, the time trial goals. Really wasn't that difficult. I think this one will probably be a little easier than a couple of the regular chapters even, but nonetheless, we got it done, got our 3 stars, working towards a true 100%, regardless of what the game says. But questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube or the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, whichever you prefer. And as of right now, I'm still insanely busy, so if it's something incredibly important or you're just really curious about, the blog would be your best bet, question wise, if you're not on Twitter or something. I try to make a point to cover that every night. So anyway, thanks for watching. I will go get ready to take on Chapter 24, Pirate Seas.